Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Phoenix and this is the Consumer's Guide to Filmmaking. The Seed of the Sacred Fig. 2025, Mohammad Rasulov. This film follows a man by the name of Iman. An investigative judge for the Iranian government, Iman spends his days punishing dissidents during the civil unrest that plagues the country. But soon, his days get even harder when Iman loses his government-issued firearm. With his job on the line and his suspicions leading him to his family, Iman's combustible situation will forever affect the rest of his life. This was a film I was looking forward to knocking off the watch list way back when, and this one definitely lived up to my expectations. It was a very intriguing and nail-biting drama. I first want to address a criticism that surrounds this film. I have read and heard reviews of this film that referred to the last 20 to 30 minutes of it as silly and over the top. I don't necessarily think that the ending portion of this film is totally Looney Tunes or anything, but compared to the rest of the film, I can maybe concede to it being a tad extra. For a quiet movie to suddenly turn into a daughter using Vietnam-style tactics and a chase through old ruins, it can be very jarring. But I think the rest of the movie more than compensates for any problems that the hyperbolic ending potentially may cause. This film presents a raw and heavy portrayal of the unrest that is plaguing Iran. To live in a totalitarian hellhole like that, especially if you're a woman, is no easy feat. Rezvan is a woman that is slowly waking up to that, but that freedom of thought is not welcome in Iman's household. Iman, a man who regularly is
silencing the oppressed,
wants to make sure he is in good graces with the government. Realizing that their father is a dangerous man, Sana steals his gun, and this pretty much sets this powder keg of a man off. In many ways, women having to fight off this violent, oppressive man is a microcosm of what is going on in Iran. A man that hides what he does, much like a government that obfuscates what they are actually all about, has to be fought back against. Carried by an excellent cast, our lead role of Iman is played by Masag Zara. Such a subdued performance, at least until the end. That righteous anger always bubbles below the surface. A bundle of nerves constantly, he is mesmerizing to watch. Sohelia Golestani plays Iman's wife Najmeh, and she is great. She shows genuine, powerful maternal instinct, but also couples that with a conflict with her faith that is riveting. The children are played by Masha Rostani and Sitare Maleki. Rostani's performance as Rezvan is one of a young woman becoming politically aware and passionate about her rights. In the most extreme way, she learns what happens when you do not have those freedoms. Maleki's performance in the end, while certainly over the top, she sold it like a motherfucker. As a director, Mohammad Rasulov had a strong vision for this film. Firstly, this mad lad decided to shoot this film in Iran. He had to go long periods without filming because the 5-0 would be on his ass. Literally had to flee the country to avoid going to the fucking gulag for making a movie. While you could tell he was limiting locations for obvious reasons, it nonetheless aided in the oppressive feeling of the setting. Visually, the normal scenes are nicely framed and lit. I love the natural lighting in this film, the way shadows and neon lights would give the scene this sort of haze. The way he pulled focus during the scene when Rezvan's buddy was getting medical attention beautifully showed how heavy that situation was. Rasulov also splices in footage of the actual protests that have been going on in Iran at certain points. The use of this footage was incredibly powerful, really accentuating the stakes and direness of what is going on. Musically, the score is sparse. Certain scenes are left in silence and are all the better for it. The end was mostly all diegetic sound and really earned the tension it tried to build. When there is a score, it is incredibly droning and quiet. It makes use of those Middle Eastern vocals really well, helping to envelop you in a fundamentalist setting. Overall, The Seed of the Sacred Fig was long, but earned pretty much all it tried to do. Even if the end was a little much, it still hit the mark with its timely thematic discussion and ballsy filmmaking. This director legit said, fuck the government, we making movies here, and for that, he has earned my eternal respect. If you're looking for a long drama to throw on, definitely check this one out one evening if you have 3 hours to spare. Highly recommended. And I am feeling a 9 out of 10 on this one. It's a really, really good film. Catch you later, guys.